How's it going, guys, and welcome to a new video. Not too sure exactly what I'll be doing in this video, but as for the starting, I do have quite a few clips that I have just saved from the past few maybe weeks. I've been up just doing random PVM or just a little bit of Slayer as well. As you guys know, I do Armadillo and Zamrock Boss for my Slayer tasks, which are technically considered PVM, but I don't know if I consider that stuff PVM too much anymore. If you can camp it for more than like an hour plus and stuff, don't know if it's much of a PVM type of boss or it's just low tier PVM, I guess. And while I was slaying, I did also get myself 2 pairs of brawlers this week, I believe. I got cooking and range. I do still have about 3 melee brawlers left, and I've actually been using those on lavish strikes whenever I get them as a Slayer assignment. And I'm not too sure if they're bugged or they're glitched or some crap, but they last a lot longer than the range and the mage brawlers that I used that I got from thieving in Elf City. But yeah, I would go through like 2 mage brawlers or 2 range brawlers in one task. I didn't even use, I think, more than half of one melee brawler while I was doing lavish strikes. So very good tip if you guys do have melee brawlers from doing thieving at Elf City or just getting them from Slayer drops or PVM drops. Use them at lavish strikes. It's probably the best place to use your combat ones. Besides, you could basically kill a different account, like your alt basically, at like the lever and edgerill. You know, you take the edgerill and you go straight to like 40 something wildy. I guess you could kill your account there, but I mean, I use my other account for old school anyway, so I definitely want to bother wasting my time. But using them for Slayer at lava strikes is a pretty damn good idea. And as far as lava strikes go, I have noticed quite a bit of PKers nowadays. I don't really know why PKers go to lava strikes. It's literally, you might get like a 1 or 2 mil PK here and there, and that's if you're lucky. But yes, I have yet to ever die yet at, or not yet, I'm never gonna die. If you guys want a small tip for lava strikes, bring yourself a shield switch. So if you see a PKer, basically you just put on a shield, do your abilities, and you might even, if you have full freaking ability bar, you can even use barricade, I think. Yeah, it's called barricade, I think that's what it is, right? Let me double check. Yeah, barricade with like level 81 defense requirement. If you have the full ability bar, just use that and they can't touch you for a while. I'm not too sure why PKers honestly try doing this, but I guess it, you know, it reminds me of like RuneCraft PKers back in the day when they would try to get you for your glory and shit. And besides that, I also had 2 kilns as my Reaper task. I never really knew that you actually got kiln as like a Reaper task, so I've never received it at least, so I was kind of surprised, especially that's 2. It takes like an hour plus to do that, or actually take like about 40 something minutes. And as far as my road to final boss title, I think I'm at 9 kills so far in kill, and I'm at like 10 Araxi kills or some shit. I'm really not too sure. Not going for it actively, but just over time I will eventually get there. And the main reason I actually want to get it is because I will end up wanting to learn how to do things like Rots and Rago, because I've never done either one of those. And it does look like it's quite a bit of fun, but at the same time I don't like PVMing too much. Even when I'm 5.2 bill XP, PVM is still boring because I can still get XP on a different account. I mean, it's just never going to change. But yes, I will cut into some live commentary very, very soon. Both, well, this clip here, the Harkin one, it didn't record the audio for some reason, so I had to end up doing audio for it instead, which I don't like doing voiceovers. It just kind of feels weird. I just sit with my finger at my butt and I'm just like, what should I say? Anyways, without further ado, I will see you guys with live commentary. Most of this video will probably be some Slayer and maybe a tiny bit of skilling later on, and then I'm also doing some old school things, so progress video on that will be out sometime in the next few days or something like that. So yeah, continue watching. Gay. How's it going, guys? So moving on to the next Slayer task so far. I did not track my Slayer XP today, but I did do a Bandos trip. It was my Reaper task, and I also did like 8 King Black Dragons or some crap, which is really annoying because, as you guys know, they did add an instance to King Black Dragon, but it's slow as shit, so it's like completely fucking useless. I was just quick hopping. Even though I paid for an instance, it was not worth the 50k even. I was just about to talk about my coin collector, and then it just disappeared because I guess I used up the charges on it. But anyways, I have started using a coin collector. This is actually my first task ever I've started using one, I'm not going to lie. Because I have noticed that Jax has added a lot of coin drops to, yeah, I put all my coins in there just to see how much I can get. But yeah, they've added a lot of coin drops to Slayer tasks. And what the hell is my dungeon ring? That was so derp. It was right there. I literally just teleported here last, like, 2 minutes ago. But yeah, they came out like a year ago or something like that. These, don't tell me my client just crashed. That is the, oh my god, it did. Oh, it came back. Okay, that was interesting. Okay. Shop, I'm gonna have to buy one back now because I think that's how it works. I'm not too sure. Okay, so the next one's gonna cost more than 40k tokens, I believe, if I buy this, right? No, it's always 40k tokens, and it always collects 1 mil, or is it less than 1 mil now? Oh, it's still 1 mil. Okay, that's not really bad. So for 4 million tokens, I can collect, is that 100 mil coins, I believe? Something like that. Don't actually know if that's really worth it, man. Those 4 million points are so nice to have. Anyways, going back to the Slayer task, and I forgot to take off my prayer, didn't I? Whatever. Pre-pots are so damn cheap, which does actually bring me up to... Wait, let me finish my story about this coin collector. Okay. So, yes, a lot of Slayer tasks do give you a lot of GP nowadays, and lately I have not been using it, obviously, and quite a few times I attracted some leechers on this Slayer task, people that are just randomly here. They actually go around collecting up all my shit from my Slayer task. This has happened on many occasions at this specific task right here, just because you make like a good mil or so actually off this task if you pick up the coins and the drops. Don't really want to bother too much with the drops, it's just, ugh. And believe it or not, actually, someone called Suomi was here probably about a month ago when I was doing the Slayer task, and he followed me around the entire task, just collecting up all the GP and everything, and he traded me at the ending, and it was like 1.8 mil worth, I believe, or 1.5 mil worth after my one Slayer task, so that was pretty interesting. I was like, what? That could have been mine? But yeah, this task, as well as Dark Beast task, does drop a buttload of coins, but I normally do pick up the coins at Dark Beast, but, I mean, this is just making it a lot easier, I guess. Anyways, I was going to be talking about potions, and it kind of brings me to remember, holy fuck, these are only 2.8k now? I think I have like 18,000 just because I'm laughing at how cheap they are, because 20k P-Pots is 56 mil, like what the hell is that? Anyways, in my bank I actually have 11,000 brew 4-dose potions, and I checked the price on today, like the past few weeks I've just been looking at the price and just been amazed. They are like 9.8k each right now for 4-dose Sarah brews, and I believe Sarah brew flask is somewhere along the lines of like 20k each. Coming from a potion that used to cost like 500 GP for a 4-dose potion is now freaking 9.8k. Crazy. But yeah, I believe I bought about 6,000 brews for 1k each, 4-dose, like not last double XP weekend, but the one before that I believe is that's when they were that cheap. And I bought them just because I looked at them for Slayer. I was like, hey, I might just use brews for Slayer whenever I start doing Slayer up. Just because it's half the price of a Rocktail, and it heals almost 2 times what a Rocktail would heal. Like one potion's 4,000 hit points, a Rocktail's like 2,300. So, you know, 4k hit points for half the price versus 2.3k hit points for double the price. I was like, I'll just use brews for Slayer, then fuck using Rocktails. And I'm assuming maybe that was because Araxi wasn't out yet, or Araxar, whichever one you want to really call it. But I do think that boss is probably the main reason why brews have gone up like crazy, because they're usable now there, and also they did update the brews a little while ago to make it go from 500 HP heal to 1000. No idea what Jmod came up with the fact that one entire brew potion should heal fucking less than 1 Rocktail. Like, what the fuck is that? EOC was fucking ready. Anyways, back to the Slayer for me. 364k coins so far from this task, and I still have... Oh, 16 more. Okay, that's not that many actually, but I did use this coin collector kind of late. And as for any updates, my strength XP is now 56 mil, so that's not too bad. I fucking hate these mages because they randomly just freeze the shit out of you. And I believe Slayer, boom, almost 44 million, so it's actually not too bad. Alright, new task time, let's go. Hopefully we get... I'm feeling Dark Beast, to be honest. There we go, Dark Beast task right here. That's actually a pretty good task, Lego. Knew I was forgetting something. Bone Crusher and Demon Horn Necklace. I think both those things need to go into your tool belt. And you can activate them and deactivate them whenever you want. Deal? Okay. Alright, one thing I did, they updated like, I don't know, like almost like a week ago now, I think, or something like that. It was Surge. They updated it, so once you Surge, you actually can continue clicking, and you don't have that 10-second lag before you can click again, and your character actually moves. I fucking love it. It's so smooth. It looks so sweet. And it looks like the Steel Titan is capped here still. I'm not too sure why. It's so fucking irritating, but I believe it's also to do with the cannon. But there's absolutely no point of this guy shooting fucking my steel. What do we just get there? Fucking shit drop. I still have no idea why these things have caps for, like, I'm not too sure if it's a cannon anymore, but it used to be. And I guess the Steel Titan just doesn't, it only hits 40 max, like what the hell's that? Anyways, Lego, I'll see you guys in the next task. Well, I got this task. Task I said I would never do again, but here, doing pretty good. Risking 2 mil, still I found a pretty good setup, I guess. Those 4 items, obviously I protect. But I'm recording because look at the fucking charms in my inventory, man. 54 blues, 51 crimsons, and this was in a matter of 27 minutes because I activated my vampirism aura, which helps me heal as I hit, obviously. But yeah, I believe I had 109 of them, and now I have 64. So I killed over 35 of them exactly in 27 minutes. That is roughly 70k Slayer-ish, or something like that. And there's a look at my current charms. Not much has changed at all in the past few months, I guess, just because I stopped camping Dagonos. I haven't done much Slayer. And there's a brews I was talking about, fucking crazy, and yep. Anyways, let's go. Probably about 2 more trips before I'm done. This is going to be great. Don't like this. I'm lagging. Uh-oh. Not a good place to DC. Well, last trip, 23 more to go. Not too bad of a task, I guess. I don't know, boring as shit. Alright, and if you guys are wondering, I am wearing a 99 room crafting cape, whatever the fuck that actually is. Looks like fucking... You know, this task actually reminds me of, if you guys remember way back in the fucking day, Greater Demons in the Wilderness and that little Slayer Rev dungeon thingy, whatever the hell it was, with a cannon. Yeah, you guys remember those fucking videos? Oh my god. If you guys remember that shit, I'm fucking proud of you. That was like 3 years ago or some shit when I was going for Maxcape on this account right here. Oh my god. Anyways, I think the next time I do come here, actually, I'm going to probably bring a range because I do have like 3 or 4 range ballers I may as well use up as well. Trying to clean out the bank, even though I guess you can technically just buy some bank space, but fuck that. But yeah, with that note, oh yeah, and I am fishing a little bit of monks right now in old school, just, you know, because I accidentally clicked on that, may as well explain it. I'm actually almost about to fucking hell hit about 110 million magic a boot. Hell yeah, Canadian accent kicking in there. And even more Onyx Bolt drops. There's 75, and I believe I've gotten already 25 or 50 in my bank. They're like 8.8k each, which is friggin' sweet. And there's the task. Yeah, buddy, more of these. I wish that could have been like the special drop. But anyways, 864 tasks in a row. Not bad. Probably should have just banked those actually. I don't know why I just buried them, but whatever. I believe when I started that task, I had 167k Slayer XP up there. I think I was 167, not 267, but yeah, over 200k Slayer off that task. Took like an hour and about 20 minutes, 230-ish k, something like that. And let's say that was actually my 200th Lava Strike Worm kill. Sweet, not bad. Calling Dark Beast. I know it's gonna happen. Dark Beast, thank you. Great. Ooh, that's Zammy Boss Lego. Actually, Warbands in 18 minutes, so Warbands, then Slayer task. Let's go. Actually, Warbands, then sleep, because I just noticed it's going to be 6 o'clock pretty soon. 6:30 I'll be done Warbands, and I'm not staying up till 8 in the morning to do my Zammy task. So, see you guys tomorrow when I wake up.